Hello guys, long time no talk. Some things have changed. My hair's red, as you can see. It's been a while. It's been a couple months, to be honest. I just needed a break from just everything, and I took a break. I haven't posted in a while. I was posting a Binding 13 reading vlog because I was going to do a reading vlog, reading Binding and keeping 13, but I since soft DNF'd that for a while because I don't know, I couldn't get into it like for right now, because the moment I started that is when everything started falling apart. So yeah, I need to take a break from that, but I'm trying to ease myself back into it. And I'm trying to just mood read. That's what I've been trying to do for the past couple of months, just mood read. And yeah, this video is just, I don't know, a mood reading vlog, just a reading vlog. I'm currently reading The Wolf King by, I don't know the author's name, but let me check, Lauren something. I'm currently reading The Wolf King because I randomly rewatched The Vampire Diaries because I was like, yeah, I just needed to. And I loved it, and I was like, I really just miss the love triangles. Love triangles, I know most people hate that trope. I love the trope. If it's done correctly, and by correctly I mean the love triangles that I like typically is like literally the love triangle from the Vampire Diaries. Like, that's the blueprint, and I'm always on the right side of love triangles. Like, I'm always on the winning side. The only time I wasn't on the winning side was in Twilight, because I don't really like Edward. And it's like Taylor Lautner, so. But yeah, and I just wanted a book like that. And I was randomly watching one of Larry's videos where she mentioned reading this book, and she said that there's a love triangle, but that the two main guys in the love triangle are very like Stefan and Damon coded. When I heard that, I was like, well, I'm adding that and I'm reading it right now. At this point, I had like nothing else to read, and I was like really struggling to get back into reading after soft DNFing Binding 13 and finishing Reckless. So then I was like, that's exactly what I need to get me like in the spirits to reread it. I'm loving it so far. I'm 25% of the way through. If you don't know what it's about, basically it follows a princess, Aurora, who gets not kidnapped, but she's going to marry this prince that she doesn't like. It's like an arranged marriage for her kingdom, and in this kingdom, like, wolves are like bad. Oh, by the way, it's a werewolf romance if I didn't say that. But wolves are like bad, and in the castle they've got like wolf fighting pits, and there's this one wolf, Callum, who escapes the fighting pit, and then he takes her with him, like, after they escape, to his den, and she goes because she obviously doesn't want to get married, so he kind of like saves her. And Callum is described like kind of like Stefan, like he's nice, he's the nice guy. It's been like I actually really like him. As I've been reading this, I like him more than I like Stefan. Stefan in the Vampire Diaries, it's not that I don't like him, but he was just very whiny, and I couldn't be bothered, and I was like, oh my god, you're so boring. Callum, he's like a nice guy, but he's not boring. Like, they've been having like good like banter back and forth. I'm on the part where she's basically just gotten back to their werewolf camp, whatever, and yeah, but he's kind of they have really good banter, but I was waiting for Blake, which is the second guy in the love triangle, which is very Damon coded. He's described as having dark, like, black hair and being very like moody, and I'm like, okay, I'm here for Blake, right? So basically that's what the plot of the book is, and I'm only 25% of the way through, so I'm not gotten that, but we've just met Blake, I'm pretty sure, and I'm absolutely loving this. There's a lyric in here, not a lyric, what? There's a line in here that Blake says, I'm already like in love with him. First of all, it's like it's giving very Rhysand vibes because the first moment that she meets Blake, she like looks up and she says something like, "Oh, he's." Then there's in the corner there's a man peeling with like his legs up, peeling an apple with a knife, and he's got like dark hair and he's like stunningly beautiful. And I'm like, oh my god, it's giving the first time Feyre meets Rhysand or Rhysand or whatever. Yes. And then, so basically he says, oh, let him keep his pet. The man at the end of the table finally speaks. His voice is as smooth as silk, and to my surprise he speaks with Southland's accent. Did I ever tell you about the time my mother and I let me keep a rabbit? He looks at Robert before going back to his apple. When she took it from me, I cried. No one speaks for a moment. Silence hangs over us like a shroud. Robert sinks back in his seat and scrapes his hand over his stubble. He chuckles. Very well, keep your pet, Callum, but she earns her keep. I can find use for her, says the man with the Southlands accent. No, says Callum. The dark-haired male leans forward, resting his chin on his hands. You know, little rabbit, I was in your king's army once. Perhaps we've already met. There's something pointed in his words and my whole body stills. Does he know who I am? Callum clasps my hand, but his heart heat is not enough to thaw the ice that spreads through my veins. She's under my protection, he says roughly. Yeah. That, I was like... By the way, Callum and most people in this book have Scottish accents, because I'm also listening to the audiobook on Spotify, and it was a bit jarring at first, but I'm getting used to it. But they've got Scottish accents, and obviously, like it said in the book, Blake is the only one that doesn't have a Scottish accent. He's got a Southlands accent, and in the audiobook it's like a British accent. Like, she's also got a British accent in the audiobook, and he has one as well. And everybody else has a Scottish accent. And everybody else wears kilts, which, like, Callum is described as, like, wearing a kilt, because he's, like, Scottish, and I'm like, right, okay. Blake is described as wearing breeches. I'm like, okay, still a bit, but I can get behind that. But, yeah. But I'm trying to ignore the fact that they've said that, and I'm just imagining them in, like, trousers. I don't know. But I'm loving it so far. I am going to be reading it today. I do need to charge my camera. I've got today and tomorrow off, and I was going to use today as just, like, a relaxing, do whatever you want day, no pressure. I do want to read, but I also do want to, like, catch up on YouTube, because I've got, like, loads of YouTube videos to watch. But before we get on to the reading segment, this is going to be non-spoiler, by the way, and I'm probably going to read the second one as well if I like this one. Everybody I've seen on TikTok, on YouTube, when I looked up this book, have rated these books 5 stars, so I'm, like, highly anticipating it. But at the same time, I don't want to put too much pressure on it. Now, I want to talk about all the books I've hauled recently. Oops. That I'm so excited to read. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna have to put these back. I'm gonna start with these, which I'm so excited. The first book isn't here because it's already on my shelf because I've already read it. I read the Mile High series, like, on my own time, because, like I said, I wasn't filming any videos. I just wanted to read for fun. And I read Mile High. Loved it, 5 stars. And then I went to the Liz Tom Ford book signing, which was the most exciting thing ever. I've even kept, like, my receipt from Waterstones and, like, my train ticket and everything, because that was, like, my first ever book signing. I've met a famous person. A famous author. I've met someone. That's the famous author. Anyway. But yeah, we've got The Right Move. Oh, these spines are absolutely beautiful, by the way. The Right Move. I actually really like these covers. I know that Liz Tom Ford has come out with new covers for the US. That's like the pastel covers. They are beautiful. I really, really wanted them, but they only came out in the US. But these are actually nice covers as well. I've got Caught Up. I've got Play Along. I love that cover. And then I've got Rewind It Back, which I think is the shortest book. But yeah, I'm so excited to read that series. But I've been reading a lot of romance for some reason. For some reason, I've been in my romance game this year. Like, if you go through the books I've read this year, most of them is going to be romance. It's just romance. And I thought it's very strange because I thought I'd soon tire of romances, because I usually tire of contemporary romances like this, and then I have to go back into my romantasy. But I've not been tiring of romances at all until recently when I read Mile High. It was 5 star. I loved it, but it kind of put me in a book slump for contemporary romance books. And then I wanted to read something fantasy because I haven't read fantasy in a while. I was getting in the fantasy mood. It's autumn, Well, it's winter now because it's like November, but whatever. Sorry, I'm sick. I also got The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I got this. I watched the movies, and I've never read the books. Oh, this book is so floppy. That's like rare in the UK, if you didn't know. But it says it's got an exclusive interview with the author about the real life couple. Anyway, yes. Oh, I also got these stickers, and that I'm going to save. I honestly don't know what I'm going to use these stickers for yet, but I want to use them for a good thing, so I need to save them for something. But yeah, I got Nicholas Sparks' The Notebook because I love the movie. Like, top 10 couples of all time, Damon and Elena, number 1. Number 2, Ali and Noah. That's like my top 3. Top 3 couples of all time, Damon and Elena, Ali and Noah from The Notebook. I don't know, I have to think of it. I mean, Jess and Rory from Gilmore Girls could be up there, but I don't know if they're top 3. They might be top 5, but I don't think they're top 3. I actually can't think of a top 3 right now. I can only think of a top 2, which is Delana and, I don't know, they have a ship name, but Ali and Noah. So I hope I like the book as much as I like the movies. And if I do, I'm going to try more Nicholas Sparks book. I also want to get into John Green, because I've been wanting to read Turtles All the Way Down by John Green for years, because it sounded so interesting and I never read it. So I need to read more books written by men. I just mainly write books written by women because, women get it. Do you know what I mean? Like, women get it. Like, they can write male characters, they get it. So, yeah. But I do want to diversify my reads a bit, and I thought, let's put in, I was going to say fiction, but it's a romance, so it's actually not really diversifying, but whatever. And I do want to get to Turtles All the Way Down at some point. I also got from Waterstones, this is all in the same trip, by the way, The Princess Knight. Is that The Princess Knight? Yeah, The Princess Knight. The cover is what struck me, and I was like, that's beautiful. And I read the back, I was like, that sounds amazing. The back says, Prince down, and it's like, from the back, it's got a little bit of a love triangle, and like I said, I'm in my love triangle kick, so I immediately picked it up. It says, Prince Downhall and Princess Celia are the perfect royal match. That is until he ruins everything by refusing to propose. Heartbroken but determined, Clea attends Downhall's military academy to win him back. After all, how hard can dueling really be? Warrior Ronan has no time for blonde princesses, even if Clea is, well, cute. He tells himself there's no harm training her, even if his heart does race around her, even if Doom Hall is his best friend. But they say love is a battlefield, and unfortunately for them, a very real war is looming on their horizon. It's a fight that will threaten their kingdoms and their hearts. So it sounds like she's supposed to marry this guy, Dom Hall, but he refuses, so she goes to try and fight for him to win him back. But then she ends up falling for his best friend. Yes. I also got these last 3 books from TK Maxx. I've been loving TK Maxx lately. I got this ring from there. I forgot what company it's from, but I got this ring from there for really cheap. I've been wanting one of these watch rings. It's literally not focusing. I've been wanting one of these watch rings for ages, and I went into TK Maxx and found this, and I was like, oh my god, you're coming home with me. I love it so much. I also got this ring from TK Maxx. Also love it so much. But yeah, they have had a really good book selection this day. It's Abby Jimenez, Life's Too Short. I haven't read any of the books in this series. I still need to read Yours Truly by her as part of the other series. But there's The Friend Zone, The Happy Ever After playlist, and then Life's Too Short. People say that the second series that she wrote is better. This is like the first romance series she ever wrote. I think her first book was the Happy Ever After playlist. But yeah, I got this because I love Abby Jimenez and I love her books, and yeah, I grabbed it. Then I also got Forever Never by Lucy Score because it's huge, and if you know anything about me, I love long, slow burn romance books. Well, I'm assuming it's a slow burn. Lucy Score writes really good slow burns, so she's the queen of slow burns for me. So I love it. I love slow burns, and it's feeling a bit Christmassy. And it's like kind of forbidden romance. It says you don't fall for your brother's high school sweetheart, your boss's daughter, or your ex-wife's best friend, especially when they're all the same woman. Under Brick Callen's mile-wide chest beats a loyal heart with a few cracks in it. He's the steadfast, overprotective type, especially when it comes to the one woman he can never have. When Remy Ford returns to Mackinac Island in the dead of winter with a secret, Brick makes it his mission to find out what put the shadows in those green eyes, even if it means breaking down the walls he's built between them, even if it means falling for the one girl he'll never get over. So it's set in the winter. I don't know if it's set around Christmas, but it's set in the winter. She's got a secret that she's not sharing, and yeah, that sounds amazing. And then I got this beautiful copy of Pride and Prejudice, which is absolutely amazing. And all these books are like super floppy as well. Like, this is a brick, but it's still like, look, let me just open it to a random page. I haven't touched this book, by the way, since I bought it. Like, okay. And yeah, this beautiful copy of Pride and Prejudice, I absolutely love it. I feel like this is like perfect to read in the springtime. Again, super floppy. I feel like it's perfect to read in the spring. And it's just so cute. So I had to get it. Even though I don't read classics much, but I've been wanting to get back into classics actually, so yeah. Oh, and then I also got this absolutely beautiful version of Twilight. Have I watched Twilight movies like hundreds of times? Yes. Have I ever read the books? No, I've actually never read the books. I was never planning on reading the books, but then I saw this beautiful copy in Waterstones and I just had to get it. Look at that. It says, "And so the lion fell in love with the lamb." I'm guessing that's a quote from the book. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got sprayed edges all the way around. This is for the, I think this is 20th, yeah, this is the 20th anniversary edition. And it's amazing. And I had to get it. And I was like, okay, well, now that I have it, I have to obviously read it. Yeah, like, when you're reading, look, you can see the letters. Oh, that is just so beautiful. So I bought it so I can, like, read it during these winter times because it gives very much hoa 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 season, you know, it's giving very much that, the current weather in the UK right now, so yes. And then I also got A Court This Cruel and Lovely. Obviously it kind of reminds me of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like, when I feel like when A Court of Thorns and Roses came out, everybody started doing these like book titles, A Court of whatever and whatever. I actually don't know when this book came out, so this book could have come out before ACOTAR, and ACOTAR could have actually copied this book. I don't know, but it just seems like I've seen these books everywhere now, with this specific title, like A Court of Something, ever since ACOTAR came out. So yeah, my camera's now dying, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for the day, and then I'll get back to you once you're charged. Okay, bye. Guys, it's much later and I'm sitting down reading. It's 3:30 by the way, and look how dark it is outside. That's ridiculous. But he quotes a little rabbit. I'm literally dying. Okay, focus please. I'm literally dying. I love Blake. He said, like, they're meeting and he says, Blake takes my hand in his and presses his lips to my knuckles. I freeze. It's a pleasure to meet you, little rabbit. Stop. This is non-spoiler, but I will be saying, like, out of context, like, quotes and stuff, just so, like, you guys know. I want you to listen to this. Blake kneels beside Callum and Becky growls as he lifts up one of Ryan's closed eyelids. Make that noise at me again and I'll rip out your tongue. I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him already. I'm a Blake. I love Blake. I can't wait for the second book. Kill me now. He just called her good girl. Oh my god. I think back to that book again. There was an experiment that declared a substance that affected a wolf's ability to heal and in large doses was deadly. Dread fills me. Wolfsbane, I say. Good girl, says Blake. I'm done. I'm done. I'm screaming, crying, throwing up right now. Okay. Basically, just listen to this. She thinks that the wolves have just transformed, right? And she thinks that Blake, Jesus, my camera, she thinks that Blake went after her. And then Callum says, he chased you into that clearing far away from the other wolves that were out last night. He got his scent on you so that they wouldn't smell you. He took part of your cloak with him so that if they caught your scent, they'd chase after him instead. He stares at the forest ahead, his jaw tightening. He wasn't trying to kill you. He was protecting you. Kill me now. Why does this keep blurring? I love it. His collar. His collar. Exactly. Get Callum's collar out of there. Yeah. I'm done. This is giving Rhysand. This is giving Damon. This is giving everything. Guys, I haven't stopped reading since I started. I've been reading for probably 2 hours now. I'm 57% through this book and I'm on chapter 39. I'm literally binging this book in one day. I can't. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm crying. Oh my god. There is nothing more deplorable than rape. I mean, that's the bare minimum, but we love an ally. We love a male ally. It's the bare minimum, but still. Oh my god. I love him. Don't get me wrong, I also like Callum. But my feelings are, I like Callum. I love Blake. I like Callum. I love Blake. Her and Callum are having lots of cute moments. Throughout this whole book, it's literally just been her and Callum having these cute moments, and you get to see little bits of him, and you get to see, she doesn't like him at this point, but you get to see him flirting with her, and it's she does not like him at this point though. She's fully got eyes for Callum. I know that that's going to change in the second book because I've seen vlogs of people reading the second book and it does change. But right now she's only got eyes for Callum, and I'm it's cute, it's whatever, he's protective, but I can't wait for the second book to where I can't wait for the Blake book. That was the cutest scene I've ever read between them. Oh my god. This is the arc. I hope Callum doesn't come back. Well, at least not for a couple chapters, because I want this to sink in. But first of all, Isla, I think it is, or Isla? No, Isla. Hate her. She's so annoying, but there always has to be one annoying character, and it's definitely her. Hate her. Love Fiona. And yeah, that scene that I just read after he gave her the collar. That's so cute. And then, you're a devious little thing, aren't you? I'm done. Please, it's Damon and Rhys mixed into one, but not really, because Rhys isn't a bad guy, but I don't know. It's Damon and Rhys mixed into one. They've both got that dark shadow thing. Shadow man, the shadow, what do people call them? The shadow daddies. I love it. Not Rhys. Callum's giving very much golden retriever energy, and then Blake is giving very much Rhys, Damon, Xaden energy. So yeah, I'm loving it. I think I fixed the blurry camera now, so that should be good. So sorry if the last couple clips were blurry. I'm sorry about that. I think I fixed it now. But yeah, I'm loving this. I'm on chapter like I don't know 40 something. I'm 59% of the way through. Am I really just about to finish this whole book right here? I think I am. I think I'm going to finish this whole book in basically one sitting. And I'll probably start the next one tomorrow because I'm loving it. It's very interesting. I'm loving it. And it's very funny because nothing has happened. Like, if you ask me, oh, what's the book about? Like, what's your summary? What's happened? Nothing's happened in the book. Literally, he takes her from the Southern Lands, brings her to the Wolf Kingdom, and that's all that's happened. Ever since then, the only thing that's happened is her and Callum are having like these tense moments. They're being flirty with each other. She's among the wolves and she's trying to fit in with the wolves, and she's trying to help Callum, and they're having their flirty little moments, and then obviously Blake comes in and they're having their flirty like little moments, and then you're finding out more about Blake. You're finding out more about the wolves. You're finding out more about Blake. It's kind of like a lot of backstory. You're finding out a lot of backstory on the wolves. You're finding a lot of backstory on Blake, on Callum and stuff like that, and that's all that's happened. It's just like a book full of backstory, but it's not boring. I'm loving it. Like, nothing's happened in terms of plot wise. Like, this is a romantasy book. It's like about wolves. There's been no action. There's not been any fighting. There's literally only been like a little bit of fighting at the start. Other than that, it's been like pretty tame. It's just her and Callum, and then backstory. Like, it's the first book in a series, so like it's just backstory, and it's not boring. It's not boring at all. Basically, you know how Akatar was the first book in Akatar, and I found that I rated it at 3 stars because I found it a bit boring because like nothing was really going on. She was just walking around the castle, and it was just them getting to know each other and her learning bits and pieces about the history, but not learning fully everything. Just learning like tiny little bits and pieces. This feels exactly like that, except I'm not bored with this. There's not been a single part where I'm like, oh, it's a bit boring. Because also the chapters go so quickly. The chapters in here, I think the longest chapter I've had is 11 minutes long. That's the longest chapter I've had, 11 minutes. Because the chapters just go by so quickly. They're like 3 minutes, 5 minutes long. The maximum I've had in this whole book is 11 minutes. If I get to a chapter and it says it's going to take me 25 minutes to read that chapter, I'm probably going to take a break from the book and be like, yeah, no, I'm not. I can't. But fast chapters they just get me. But yeah, I'm loving it. I don't know why this is. I'm loving this and it's not boring me since nothing much is going on. But Akatar bored me a little bit, and I love the whole Akatar series. My least favorite book in the series is the first one, but I still love the series. But I don't know why this. I'm loving it even though nothing is happening. I don't know if it's just the characters. First of all, I love the female main character. At the start, I thought she'd be a bit annoying because she's a princess, but what's strange is the author like writes her like an actual princess. You know how in fantasy books you've got like the princesses that are like and stuff, but they don't act like princesses. They're like the bad. They're like the bad bitch. They're like ruthless. They're like hard. They're cutting. They know how to wield blades and everything. They know how to fight and stuff like that. Those are mainly the princesses like strong female characters in terms of like they're strong physically and stuff like that, and they know how to fight. Those are the princesses that you usually read in fantasy books, because that's usually like I don't know, that's just usually what you get. She is like in a princess of in the way she actually acts like a princess. Like there's scenes in here where there's a scene in here where Callum's holding her hand. She's like, "What are you doing? You can't hold my hand. That's so inappropriate. We're not married." Like she's that type. Like very like, but she's very demure. She's very like ladylike. She's a lady. She acts like that. Like uh, basically, like if Callum's holding her hand or too close to her, she's like, "Oh my god!" Even Callum just being in her room, she's like in the monologue. She's like, "This is inappropriate. You shouldn't be in my room. I'm not married to you. I'm betrothed to another man. Like I'm engaged to someone else. You can't be in my room. This is unladylike," and it's like that. And when you imagine the British accent on top of that, because in the audiobook, I'm pretty sure it's a British accent, it's just perfect. And I thought it would annoy me at first, because I'm like, oh my god, she's so annoying. She's like, but it hasn't annoyed me, because it's different. most of the female main characters in fantasy books are like the tough female main characters that like they know how to fight, they're not scared of everything, and they're like flirty and they like banter back with the guy and they like flirt back with the guy and stuff. Or they're not ladylike. They're not like, oh my god, you can't touch my hand and stuff. And it's like refreshing to see a different type of female main character. She's still strong. She's still a strong female main character, but she's like strong in a different way. She's strong mentally, and she's strong in the terms of she's smart. She's very, very intelligent. She's very, very smart, and she's strong mentally wise in terms of like she doesn't fight or anything like that. She can't even like she doesn't even know what to do in the kitchens because she's a princess. But she's strong mentally. She's intelligent. She can like read people from growing up in the palace and growing up with like her father who's a dickhead and her like fiance who's a dickhead. She's learned how to read people and she's smart, she's intelligent, and she knows how to like sweet talk people basically. And but I feel like I like that difference in a female main character where she's not just strong physically, she's not just like, oh yeah, battle person. She's just strong mentally. And she's like very ladylike. And I thought that would annoy me at first. At first it was annoying me a little bit, but then I got used to it and now I'm actually kind of liking the whole, oh no, you can't touch my hand. You can't do that. I'm so innocent. I love it. I love it. I'm loving it. I love Callum. And I'm loving Blake. I don't know what's gonna happen when like I'm loving the tension between Callum and Blake. I'm loving how they're kind of like back and forward fighting for her, and I'm so excited for the second book because I can feel that in the second book that's probably going to intensify even more when her and Blake start to have more moments together. I feel like that's going to cause problems between her and Callum, and it's going to intensify more because she'll have to pick someone, and it's going to be a thing of like the whole jealousy and things that's gonna go very like haywire in the second book. I can feel that the whole jealousy between the boys because just in one scene they were outside her bedroom like fighting because like they could like smell her arousal for something, and Callum went outside her door to make sure no one came in because everybody else could smell it as well. And then Blake tried to come in and they started like fighting, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm guessing that that's just going to get even worse as the book goes on and as she starts to have more moments with Blake. She's already started having some moments with Blake since Callum's like not there right now. But once she starts to have moments with Blake, I'm assuming that's gonna deepen, and I'm so excited for that because that's really like cool. But at the end of the day, I want her to choose Blake. Point blank. Period. First of all, I said I was liking Blake, and now he can sort of go screw himself because like he came back. The thing about the collar. Excuse me, you were the one who left. Pipe down. But that's what I'm saying. Like I love that, and we just got like a whole scene. Oh my god. Listen, listen, listen to this. He's trying to like get under Callum's skin to wake him up, and he says, "Don't worry, I'll look after your pet when you're gone." Blake, I warn. Callum's eyes flicker open for a moment. You know, I haven't decided how I'll fuck her first. Blake's voice is low and seductive, with my fingers or my tongue. Callum's head rolls to the side and he grunts. The corner of Blake's lip lifts. What do you think I should do? There are so many possibilities. Wait. There are so much. What do you think I should do? There are so many possibilities. Perhaps I'll have her ride my face. Stop it, I snarl. Blake leans closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. Or perhaps I'll have her on her knees before me while I sit on James's throne, my fist in her hair and her lips moving up and down as I fuck her mouth. Callum's eyes jolt open. They are enraged, and they don't move from Blake's. He grips the bedsheets. I wonder, continues Blake. That's enough. I lurch at Blake. He hooks his arm around my waist, pulls me onto his lap, and slams his lips against mine. I mean, like, it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. But I'm still loving and living for it. Oh my god. It all floods back. Blake's mouth crushed against mine, his strong arm holding me to him, the feeling of his thighs tense beneath me. He's barely breathing. I don't think I'm either. I jolt away and raise my hand to slap him, only before I make impact with his face, the air's knocked from my lungs. Oh my Jesus Christ. I need to continue. I need to finish. Actually, I need to finish this book. I'm sorry, but I need to finish this book. I physically need to finish this book. No, she took it off. She just said, shame surges through me as I recall the argument I had with Callum before. I knew he was injured. I wanted to provoke him. I feel worse when I think of the things Blake said about me and what he did to me. He kissed me. I didn't choose him over you, Callum. I would never do that. But then again, Elena said the same thing about Damon, and we all know how that ended, don't we? So Elena told Damon season 1, it wasn't me. I wouldn't kiss. It was Catherine. I wouldn't do that. And we all know how that changes. So I'm just waiting for book 2. I'm just waiting for book 2. Oh my god, guys, this is not a drill. He just asked her for a dance. Let me read this to you. Blake whispers something to one of the band members. They change the tune they're playing to something a little slower. I sway on the bench. The melody is familiar to me, though I cannot place it. I reach for a beaker and pour myself a glass of water. When I turn back to the dance floor, Blake stands in front of me. He holds out a slender hand. Would you care to dance? He asks. And update. I'm chapter 49, I think. And I just want to read you this. You look like a pretty doll. Perhaps that's the point. This is not the kingdom of men. Meaning, do you want to face a wolf king as a queen or a doll? I'm not a queen. He quirks an eyebrow. Are you a doll? I'll be either if he gets me out of this alive. He smirks. James like his women bold. I don't trust you. Probably wise, but I'm not lying. And this. It's a shame Magnus couldn't make it tonight, says Blake, as though he read my mind. He got a nasty bout of food poisoning, as did his friends. They're in the infirmary. Don't worry, though. I'm taking care of them. The great hall seems to still, the music fades, all I hear is my heartbeat pounding in my ears. My gaze snaps to Blake's, and something in his eyes makes me shiver. I recall the vial of poison he took from me in the kitchen, the one I was going to use on Isla. He said he had a use for it. Did he use it on them? The corner of his lip quirks in answer to my unasked question. Will they survive? I ask. Perhaps not, he shrugs. What do you think? A shadow stirs inside me, provoked by the darkness in Blake's gaze. Everything else seems distant. He is offering to kill them for me. I do not know how to feel about that. They deserve death for what they were intending to do, but could my conscience bear it? I swallow. I don't know. Pity. Are they in pain? Very much so. I grab my beaker with the shaking hands, clutch at the wood with my knuckles, whiten. I smile. Good. Blake raises his glass, and goddess help me, I clink my beaker against it and drain it. Oh, I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. Oh, and then this quote took me out. You look exquisite, by the way, says Blake, his voice smooth like honey. My head snaps towards him, but he is staring at a spot of wall above the oak doors at the opposite side of the hall. You should never pretend to be less than what you are. Oh my god. This man. This man. This man. And this, when she walks into the hall wearing like the black dress that he suggested her to wear, across the platform, Blake's lips curve into a wicked smile. Ooh. But anyway, yeah, they're about to dance, and I need to read that, like, right now. Guys, no, I'm freaking out. They're doing the Delena dance. This is not a drill. They're doing the Delena dance. Look, I swear to God, I curtsy and he bows as is tradition, and then we dance. We step forward, raising our hands, palms almost touching as we circle one another. We change direction, our gazes locked, our steps careful, graceful, wary. Blake's eyes track my every movement as though he is a predator hunting his prey. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I think that people are watching us, but it would be unwise to look away from the wolf before me. As the dance progresses, it requires closer contact. Blake's hand curls around mine once more, his other flattening on the small of my back. It's literally the Delena. Oh my God, this Lauren, whoever wrote this, she's a Delena stan. She's a Delena stan. This is the it's the Delena dance. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I need to read. Guys, I've just finished. It's 9 o'clock at night. I've just finished. I need to read the second book, like, immediately, but I've got to get out early tomorrow. But, oh my God, I've binged this book in a day. I love this. This is amazing. The ending, this is giving such, I'm not going to spoil it, but if you've read the book, the ending of the book and what happens between Blake and Aurora is giving such Rhys and Feyre vibes. Like, it's giving such Rhys and Feyre vibes, after the first book. Like, it's giving that, like, they're connected, it's giving, and I'm so excited for what this could mean for the second book. I'm gonna be going on Kindle now and getting the second book, because I need to physically put that into my system. Yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars. Like, not even gonna sugarcoat it. 5 stars. Also, I wanted to share this one thing that I completely forgot. This one quote. While Blake was, like, connecting with her to try and save her life in one scene, after he got a bit excited, like, you know how men do, and Callum noticed it, and he looked down and he said, "Get a hold of yourself." And then Blake turned around and he said something like, "Oh, you have no idea," or something like that. I'm gonna actually try and find the direct quote, because I was gagging at that. I was like, oh my God. You can be my King Blake, because and their little banter, yeah, it's this one. Callum looks over my shoulder and nods. As his gaze drops, his expression darkens. Get a hold of yourself. Blake's jawline hardens. Fuck off, Callum. He stalks across the shadowy landscape. You've got no fucking idea. His voice is swallowed by the wind. Like, oh my God. And I was just like, oh my God, that's super cute. You can already tell, like, he's, like, got a thing for it. And I was like, that you've got no idea. Oh my God. Send him packing. Send him packing. Oh, I love Blake so much. I'm gonna need a third book. I know she doesn't make a decision in the second book, which is really annoying. It's like the first book is the first, and then the second book is like the second guy. Kind of like season 1, 2, and I think season 1 and 2 is like Stelena season, and 3 and 4, and the rest is Delena. So, you know, we've got to be fair. It's like The Bachelor. I've never watched The Bachelor, but I know the rules of The Bachelor. Callum has had his book. Callum has had his turn. It's now Blake's turn. It's now Blake's book. I'm so excited. And I'm assuming, I think it's only a trilogy, but I'll look that up and tell you tomorrow, but I think it's only a trilogy. So in the third book, she must make her final choice. And Lauren, whatever your last name is, you better pick the right man, because I've got a feeling Lauren's team Delena, because there's very much, like, Delena Easter eggs. The dance. There's lots of Delena Easter eggs in this. I feel like she's Team Delena. I feel like we are going to get our end game. So, fingers crossed. I'm always on the winning side of everything. I've only not been on the winning side of Gilmore Girls, even though I love Logan. So, I'm still technically winning, as long as it's not the other guy, whatever. But I love Logan. I love Logan, I love Jess. I actually don't know. I can't pick between Jess and Logan because I both love them. They're both like a bit of me. I feel like Jess and Logan are the same boy, just different fonts. You know what I mean? They're the same boy, different fonts. They're both bad boys, different fonts. One's more rugged and one's more like the rich boy type thing. But what am I on about? Like, I need to like articulate my thoughts. This is why my vlogs are so long, because I talk about random stuff that I don't need to be talking about. But can you even see me? Probably not. If you couldn't see me for this whole thing, I'm sorry, it's very dark in my room. But yeah, I've always been on the right side, except for maybe Gilmore Girls, but then again, I'm still counting that as a win. And other than that, Twilight, because it's Taylor Lautner. Why was I going to be on Edward's side? I'm sorry, like, Taylor Lautner. It's Taylor Lautner. It's Taylor Lautner. So yeah, I was on his side. Unfortunately, that was the only time I didn't pick the winning side. Other than that, every single Love Triangle, I'm always on the winning side. Always. I love Triangle so much, but I love Love Triangle so much. The more love to go around, the better. But I don't like why chooses for some reason. Like, she has to choose. I'm always going to have a favourite, that's the thing. In a love triangle, in a why choose, I'm always going to have a favourite. And if she is not solely like, oh, you're my soulmate to that one guy, I get upset, because I'm like, no, it's supposed to be just him. He's my favourite. Like, I don't care about all these other guys. He's my favourite. I want you to be just him. That's why I don't really like why chooses or read why chooses. I've only read one why choose in my life. But, yeah, that's why I love triangles, because I usually pick the right side. And, yeah, it's all happy. So I feel like the third book, which comes out next year, I think, is gonna end well. If it is a trilogy. If not, then, well, I'll have to wait a very long time to find out if it ends well or not. But I've got a feeling it will. Okay, now, I'm gonna go to sleep, because it's like 9 o'clock and I need to go to sleep. And yeah, I'm going to be reading that book all day. I'll probably finish that book tomorrow as well, to be honest. I can totally see why Larry binge read this series in one day and read the first and the second book like in one day. I can totally see that, because the chapters are so short, it's binge worthy. I've just put a review on my Fabled page, which I'll try to link down below. My Fabled. I only use Fabled now. I don't even use Goodreads. I just like the design of Fabled better. It's more updated. But yeah, I just put my review on Fabled. And I never used to write reviews, but ever since I've been on Fabled, I've started, like, writing reviews for books that I like. But yeah, I wrote a review on Fabled, and I just want to say thank you, Larry, for recommending this, because she's so right. Every single one of her recommendations is just spot on. Every time I read a book recommended by Larry, I end up loving that book. I feel like out of all the booktubers I watch, and I watch many, I love Destiny, I love Haley, I love Sarah, I love Larry, I love Yana, I love Mariana. I'm telling you now, out of all of them, I feel like the book taste that, like, most closely resembles mine is definitely, like, Larry's book taste. I feel like that's the one that, like, just most closely resembles my soul. Larry's and Mariana's probably, because I feel like they have, like, similar book tastes. I need to go to bed. Okay, bye. I can't keep talking. Bye. Hi guys, it is the next day. I've been reading for a couple hours now, maybe. I'm on book 2, obviously. I'm 37% of the way through, and I'm loving little Easter eggs. I just want to read you some quotes between Blake. Right. This is her saying this about Callum to Blake. It'll worry him and he has enough to deal with. I don't want him fussing over me like a mother hen. Quite right, come to daddy about things like this, he winks. I love him. I love him. And then this, do you think it's on my camera because apparently my camera doesn't have, my memory card doesn't have space. But this quote, do you think I'm beautiful, Blake? I ask. He swallows, and a surge of power rises within me. For the first time, I think I've caught him off guard. But then he smiles. He steps closer, and his heat and the scent of pine crashes over me, dark and all-consuming. He dips his mouth to my ear. Tread carefully, little rabbit. Tread carefully, little rabbit. His warm breath brushes my skin. That is not a game you wish to play with me. That. And then that tell me about the bond, make me. And then, I'm not a man, no, but I'm sure you could bring a kingdom to its knees. Oh, I'm dead. Honestly, I love Callum, but I'm kind of getting sick of him. He's like very much, oh, I need to protect. Callum is giving Tamlin vibes, but not in like a bad way. He's giving Tamlin in book 1 vibes, but it's like, oh, I need to protect you. You're not strong enough. You're a weak little human. I need to protect you. You're mine. I need to protect you. Like, chill the heck out. Like, chill out. Piss off. Piss off. Oh my god, I need to read this whole thing. I've never seen you take interest in anyone in the whole time I've known you. Then I hear that you gave a Southlands lass your collar while Callum was assisting me in battle. Probably one of his games, I thought, until I saw you dance with her on the night of the feast. You couldn't take your eyes off her, could you? I thought, what is it about this lass that has captured the attention of the elusive Blake? And she has caught your attention, hasn't she? I tried to wrench my wrists apart and the rope chafes. I've had enough of this. It needs to stop. A dimple creases Blake's cheek. She's the daughter of the Southlands king. Fuck off, Blake. That's not why I had your chamber searched when you left. I found a very interesting book hidden away in there. Does James know about our lives are linked? It was full of torture, removal of organs, experimentation on wolves. It was all pretty grim, though I'd expect nothing less from you. There was something else within those pages that caught my attention, though. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The smile remains on Blake's face, but his shoulders tighten. What is it you want me to do, James? James leans back in his chair. Are you watching, brother? Callum brows crease. Aye. Blake, I'll let the princess go if you kiss her. No, swear to God. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do as he says! Do as he says! Callum! Oh my god. I'm dying. No, I swear to God, I swear to God. I swear to God. Is this happening? Is this happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, it's starting. The Blake and War, it's starting. I've highlighted so much. Coercion and consent are not the same thing, and you don't deserve to be treated cruelly regardless of what choices you make. Blake. And then, it doesn't matter now, it's all in the past, I'm tired, I think. I'm not sure why I said all that, I force a smile. Ignore me. No. Amid the darkness a spark flickers. What do you mean? I cannot ignore you. Those that taught you to act small were fools. You don't need to do that with me. I let out a bitter laugh. We're not friends, Blake. You made sure of that when you linked our lives and decided you would plot to kill Callum. No, we're enemies, aren't we? No, you're not. No, you're not. When the time comes, little rabbit, I will give you everything I have. I promise.
Blake is a snake, a pest, a monster. He plots against Callum and uses me to do so. He has hurt people, killed people, tortured people. He talks of consent and coercion, yet he linked our lives together against my will. He's a liar, a manipulator, a cheat. Yet it occurs to me that he can be all those things and still hold a shred of compassion towards me. He can be all these things and want me. Yes. 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 Yes.
Guys, what in the heck is going on? First off, it's been a couple days and I haven't been really reading the book. Oh, I can't get this to stand. Give me 2 seconds. Oh my god. This is a name? Okay. It's been a few days and I haven't been reading the book, but I picked it back up today. Let's go through the quotes first, because the Blake, this last half of the book, the first half of the second book was a bit like shaky for me, because I was like, I like Callum, but I'm a Blake stan. So I was like waiting for the Blake, and yeah. But then the second half, this quote it's just like it's made the whole book for me. It's made the whole book. Where is it? Blake stands behind him. His face, he is fury incarnate. His shirt is wet, plastered to his hard chest and torso, and a couple of dark curls stick to his forehead. His jaw is as sharp as the dagger in his fist. There's a sword strapped to his back and 2 more blades holstered in his belt. His essence overpowers me. It fills my hollow chest. It's dark and cold and inhuman, and he puts out the fire that burns within. I thought I had felt his emotions before, but they were nothing compared to this. I cannot breathe. I cannot move. I can feel nothing but him. I'm reminded of that well that he told me about, and I wonder now if there is a bottom to the darkness. The wolf blazes, amber in his eyes, as he holds Alexander in his steely glare. Get your hands off my mate. No, stop it right now. Stop it right now. And then my breaths come out fast and shallow. He came. And then, when she says to him, he searches my face. He brings his hands to my cheeks and brushes away the tears and blood with the pad of his thumb. My throat tightens. You came. Did you truly think I would not? No, because, like, exactly. Okay, I need to keep reading. Finally, this is what I wanted. It, like, finally feels like a love triangle. It finally feels like Blake has a standing chance. He hooks his arm around my neck and pulls me into his chest. Thank you, he whispers. Even though I shouldn't feel safe, he's warm and solid, and I melt into his embrace. He holds me tighter, and my nose presses against his shoulder. Everything that has happened crashes full force into me. My strength wanes, my bones turn to liquid, everything fades away. I don't know if a minute passes or an hour before I find myself scooped off the floor and held against a strong chest. The scent of pine fills my lungs as I'm carried away. I don't know where I'm going. I have no strength left to care. He's alive. He's alive. I finished, guys. Wow, what a ride. So, yeah, I guess it's the end of the video. It's gonna probably be a bit of a short one, but I finished The Night Prince. I really liked the second half. In terms of ratings, I'm definitely rating The Wolf King 5 stars. And The Night Prince, I think I'm going to rate it 4.5 or 4.75, probably 4.5, because I didn't like the first half as much as I liked the second half. This second half that I just read, chef's kiss, I loved it. Yeah, maybe a 4.5, I don't know, probably, yeah. But yeah, other than that, I really liked it, and yeah, that's it. I'm Team Blake. I can't wait for the third book, because I feel like the third book's going to be very much her and Blake, and that's it, because well, the way it just ended, like, her and Blake are basically gonna go off. They're setting up the third book for her and Blake to, like, go off on their own and do their own thing. So I'm assuming we're gonna get a lot more moments with them. I'm so happy about that because I wanted a lot more, like, moments between them, because it was like marketed as a love triangle, but I didn't really feel the love triangle in it, because we got more like moments between her and Callum than we did between her and Blake. So I was expecting it to be more of like an actual like love triangle. I don't know. It felt at times it felt like a love triangle, and then at times it felt like a love curb, cul-de-sac, whatever. And it felt like it wasn't like, that's why I loved the second half so much. But yeah, I really liked it. Wolf King's 5 stars. The Night Prince 4.5. I think I'm settling on. But yeah, I still really liked it. 4.5 is still a very good rating. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. This has been a shorter video, just like to get me back into the swing, because I haven't filmed in like ages because it's been a bit hectic. So yeah, I wanted to do a short one to get me back into the swing of things, but I can't wait to get back into doing more videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!